Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 32. Gets this one to Shaheed. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Third and 4 coming up now. Throwing his Rattler. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They bring Olave in motion. He's still going at the 30. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Now Rattler. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time a flag flies, somebody moved early. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Penix working from the gun. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Play action. Here's Penix. Launches one deep downfield. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
He's got it inside the 10. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. Falcon offense is ready. They're going for two. Man in motion here. Flying forward on the ground. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by one. 8-7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Rattler setting to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Has a hole left, room to run. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Here are the Falcons once again going for 2. Keeping it on the ground. And he gets in for 2. They're going to go up by 2 scores off of that play. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
from the 33 on second down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Clark Phillips with the pick.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Putting a receiver in motion. Penix now on first down. Throwing deep towards the end zone. It's complete. Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown with the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact run.
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And it's going to be second down. Here's Rattler. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. Rattler back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's a two-score game early. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll start out with third and maybe a couple inches at most. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
On first down, they'll run. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Got his target. It's Hill. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Rattler to the air now. He's got it to his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Offense in the hurry up here. First down from the red zone. Buys time, rolling. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. They're down to their final one in this half. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2. He's throwing for it. And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they win for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a one-possession game. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. From his own end zone, here we go. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. That throw intended for Drake London. And it sets up 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
3rd down, it's Penix. He'll get this complete to Pitts. He's out in the clear. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And this time they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Penix on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll run it with Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
These fourth down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 now. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Looking to throw, Rattler. Hits him on the in route. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play. Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9. They're going for this. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it. And the feet are in bounds too. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first. Throwing his Rattler. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Throwing it again here. Completed over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 5. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Short pass caught by his tight end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Rattler setting to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he lost the football. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one. And he fakes the spike. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is reeled in by Kamara. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Rattler. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. That brings sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. London going to motion over right. Throwing on 3rd and long. They left him wide open. It's complete. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Drake London with a touchdown. And the Falcons attempting another 2-point conversion. They'll try it on the ground. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Rattler. That's complete to Kamara. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Rattler back to throw. Olave with the catch. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Working quickly here. Running back sent in motion. Here's the snap on fourth. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Falcons scoop it up. And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons stretch the lead to 23. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the third. Now the Saints to the line for another 2-point try. He's throwing for it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get to.
Falcons 38, Saints 21.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
30-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So it'll be 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Tight end in motion left. On 1st down, here's Penix. Hauled in left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. And again, it's Penix. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it a 24-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw, Rattler. Taken in by Shaheed. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. 2nd and 10 now. Finds him on the slant. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Now Rattler. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They run it from the gun with Kamara. Room to the right. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, looking for options. It's a New Orleans touchdown.
Completed to Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The Saints trying a 2-point conversion once again.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Rattler to the air now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
45. Saints 27.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now off play action. Taking a deep shot here. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
We send a man in motion. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A gain of 14.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing is Rattler. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Rattler. He's got you. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Penix on 1st down. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Atlanta. Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
Set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And this is some great effort. He's all the way across midfield and down close to the opposing 45. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. On the move, headed right. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that. Get out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Gets this one to Shaheed. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Rattler setting to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A good 6 yards.